What made a decorated war hero request transfer to the most dangerous assignment? I found out when Staff Sergeant Mike Davidson walked into our company office holding transfer papers with tears in his eyes. Mike was a legend at Fort Campbell. 3 Purple Hearts, 2 Bronze Stars, Silver Star with Valor device, 8 years in the Army, 4 deployments to Afghanistan. The kind of soldier who'd charge machine gun nests and carry wounded guys to safety while taking fire. Everyone respected him. Officers asked his opinion on tactics. Junior enlisted looked up to him like he was Superman. If Mike Davidson was scared of something, the rest of us should be terrified. But there he was, requesting immediate transfer to Forward Operating Base Reaper in eastern Afghanistan. Reaper had the worst reputation in theater. Guys called it the meat grinder. Average life expectancy for infantry was 6 weeks. Every month they needed fresh replacements because casualties were so high. IEDs on every road, snipers in every window, rocket attacks twice daily. Nobody volunteered for Reaper. You got assigned there as punishment or because command ran out of options. Our captain stared at Mike's paperwork like it was written in a foreign language. Davidson, you've got 8 months left on this deployment. Clean desk job, hot meals, actual beds. Why would you want Reaper? Mike just stood there at attention. Personal reasons, sir. Request immediate transfer. The captain tried talking him out of it, explained how dangerous it was, reminded him about his wife and 2 kids back home. Mike had pictures of them on his desk. Cute little girls, maybe 5 and 7 years old. Sir, with respect, my mind's made up. I need to be at Reaper within 48 hours. That's when I figured it out. Earlier that week, deployment assignments had been posted. I'd seen Mike checking the lists obsessively, running his finger down names, looking for someone specific. I found the answer in the personnel office. Private First Class Danny Davidson, age 19, recently graduated infantry school. Same last name as Mike. Same hometown in Ohio. Had to be family. Danny was scheduled for Reaper. Fresh out of basic training, no combat experience, being sent to the deadliest outpost in Afghanistan. Kid probably had no idea what he was walking into. Mike knew exactly what Danny was facing. Had probably gotten word through family back home. His baby brother was heading to a place where experienced soldiers barely survived. I caught Mike packing his gear that night, asked him directly about Danny. Mike stopped folding his uniform, sat down on his bunk. He's my little brother. Joined up to impress me. Follow in big brother's footsteps. Kid's never even been in a real fight. Reaper will eat him alive in a week, but Mike, you can't save everyone. You've already done your part. You've earned easier duty. Mike shook his head. Danny's got mom's eyes and dad's stubborn streak. Reminds me of myself at that age, thinking I was bulletproof. Difference is, I learned how to stay alive. He hasn't. The transfer went through in 36 hours. Mike shipped out to Reaper while Danny got reassigned to a quieter base doing supply runs. Never knew his brother had switched places with him. Mike spent 4 months at Forward Operating Base Reaper, led over 200 combat patrols, survived 3 direct rocket attacks on his bunker, killed at least a dozen Taliban fighters, and somehow made it home with just another Purple Heart to add to his collection. Meanwhile, Danny completed his deployment safely doing logistics work. Never fired his weapon in anger, came home thinking he'd gotten lucky with an easy assignment. At Mike's homecoming ceremony, I watched him hug his little brother. Danny was going on about how boring his deployment had been, how he'd hoped for more action like his famous big brother. Mike just smiled and said the Army had plenty of action waiting if Danny wanted it. Maybe next deployment they'd serve together. Danny's eyes lit up at the possibility. Later, Mike pulled me aside. Danny's putting in for Ranger School next year. Kid's determined to be just like me. Guess I'll need to make sure I'm there to watch his back again.